What up to my thugs, nerds, freaks, and geeks? You're now rocking with the best of Don, Tony, Teflon, and you're listening to the sexiest podcast in the world, The Lady and the Don. As always, I am here with my beautiful co-host, LMR.
Tony, like I said, every time I'm better when I'm here. This is the time where I can take a breath and relax and just have a good time. How are you, Tony? How are
I
things?
am great. Now I'm here with you. I'm here with our friends in the chat. I am so happy to have you. I have the red light going on in the background. You have the
Nice.
Dexter Blood shirt on.
Yes,
So
I
it looks
do.
like we are all here. We are ready to do this. Season finale is here. We'll recap a little bit of episode 9, and then we'll get right into it. Let's do this. Let's say what up to the people that are here so far. With Arnie's in the building rocking with us right now. Right now, Beef Testosterone is up in the building rocking with us. MS is up in here. Kayla Smart is in the building. Jackie C, got to hear Jackie's voice yesterday. She called in the hotline for the first time. She's up in here with us. Let's go through it. Miss T is rocking with us. Sad Souls is up in this. L. Senor Slimy is in the building rocking with us. As I said, Sad Souls, but Sad Souls is always up in here. It's like Miss T's always up in here rocking with us. Appreciate you. Rob B is up in here. Dragon King is up in this piece right now. Wanda Sweets is in here. Amelia is rocking with us right now. We got Brandon is here. We have so many people here giving us shout outs from UK. Shout out from up here and rocking with Leonardo is in here. Who else do we got in here? Mojo's Girl Box is up in here. Listen, we just turned this on and we are already at 100 people just from in 2 minutes, right? So I know y'all want to talk about it. So let's get right into it. And I'll give some more shout outs later. You know what I mean? Over 100, I should say. What up, Jacqueline? Hello from New York. I'm in New York. I'm out of New York. You're out of New York. Let's get this done right now. Elma, last episode. How did you feel about that episode?
Obviously, some things were off, but I'm a lover, not a hater. I see things, but I just choose sometimes to, I'm a fan person, so I love being entertained. I was entertained. I wanted to see more. I wanted it to continue how they ended it. They know what to do to make me want to watch more, but obviously there were some things off, and I just chose not to look at them. I chose to enjoy the show. I did enjoy it. Things were off, but I still enjoyed it very much. What about you, Tony?
Yeah, I thought it was maybe one of the best episodes we got of the season. I liked the clown, the way they did the clown situation and him giving the flashbacks and talking about it while he went through it. We got the gore. We got 2 kills. You didn't get that, right? We got Kurt taken out. I know a lot of people thought that Kurt was going to, be in there until episode 10. Like he wasn't going to get taken out until at least episode 10, but he's gone. How did you feel about seeing Molly and the rest of the girls in the cases?
We kind of talked about that, right? A little bit. That the whole case, or not the case, the
display
container. The display box, but the container that he was in the previous episode before this one, we knew that he's not just just cleaning his stuff. We knew that he's working on something, and the only choice was Molly. I mean, who else would be there? And how exciting exciting not for her, for us to see her in one of those boxes and to actually see them the way he did it. I thought it's going to be maybe somewhere else. I didn't, it makes sense that it's underground because it's cooler and all that. It still was interesting seeing it versus just talking about it.
Yeah, we got 2 people from the land down under, our girl Carla Way, and the other cat is up in here from Australia too. We got 2 Australian people rocking with us tonight. Yeah, listen, so I knew it was that. I knew he was doing that, and the reason why, because obviously I'm from New York, right? But I lived in upstate New York for a little while, and I know it's very popular in upstate New York for people to take shipping containers and make bunkers out of them. Like people are selling. Now, a lot of people are making houses out of them, but I know in New York, upstate New York, I know I know at least 5 people. Maybe that's not a lot, but to me, 5 people who have shipping containers underneath their ground and they have a bunker attached to it. So
I don't know anybody. So the 5 people, that's a lot to me. Like here, we are lucky to have a basement because it floods here. Over there,
Mm-hmm.
heck, a shipping container. Wow, yeah, that makes sense too.
Yeah, so I knew that's the way they were gonna go,
Mm.
doing that New York thing and everything else. You know what I mean? I knew that's the way
Mm.
they were gonna go and everything. We got another person from Australia. We got two people. Kanga
Nice.
Blue is in here
What
from.
time is it there? Just I'm wondering. I
I'm
could
wondering
Google,
too,
but
with the
yeah, there's a
boxing
difference.
kangaroo is up in here and everything. We got a bunch of
Yeah.
people from the land down under, love my
Nice.
land down under people and everything else.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and as we talked about, previously, it had to be Molly, because
Mm-hmm.
there's only one person you could actually care about when you're seeing
Yeah.
him. You know what I mean? Everybody else is in there. Like, we've seen the bartender, who's also the Spanish teacher. She's in there. People didn't even catch that she was in there because she's only in one scene.
Yeah.
But you had to have someone in there, and no doubt it had to be Molly. And unfortunately, it had to be
Yeah.
Molly and stuff.
She's a star, just for three people at this point to look at. Before it was just Kurt and his eyes only. We'll see if if actually they will look at that. I'm just wondering, if they're gonna actually do something with that. I mean, they will. Nothing happened to the containers. I mean, they are the way they are. So obviously, more people will see that this is gonna come out. How can it not?
Yeah, no doubt about it. So, all right, we're gonna address this question because a lot of people keep saying this. So I want to address this right now. So Molly is Masuka's daughter. All right, people want to say that. Now let's go through it a little bit. Masuka, yeah, he was a sperm donor. If I'm correct on that, and I do think that is the case. He's a sperm donor. The donor.
He definitely is. Yeah.
So I think the only thing that we got someone sexy in here rocking from Brazil with us. What up to you, girl? I see you. The only thing I see here to connect him is that they're both Asian.
And they're smart, very smart.
Yeah, but there's nothing else though. I mean, there's nothing. I mean, that's all we're gonna go on is the fact that they're Asian. I don't know if that's enough. I'm being honest. I just don't know if it's enough. Baz, my man Baz, up in the building. I don't know if there's enough to say that, you know what I mean, that they're related just because they're both Asian. I need a little more. Now, if they were, and how does everybody from Miami wind up in this small ass New York town? It just doesn't seem efficient. And
poor Dexter, right?
And Baz, he's got a counter argument saying that Molly is some sort of detective. Well, then I think all YouTubers and true crime people can, consider themselves some type of detectives. But to me, I just don't know this because I think that's, if you got to give me more than that. If you give me something else, then I can go with it. You know what I mean? But what about you? How do you feel about Molly being Masuka's?
We know, again, I'm rewatching the other series, and yes, he definitely is a ladies' man. I don't know how many times he actually got lucky, but yes, he's a sperm donor. He was smart, meaning like he was, I guess the approach and the field he was in, he had to be really intelligent and smart to do that. And Molly as well, so that's, I guess, a trait, inquisitive and all that. But just to assume that without anything else, just by their features, that's kind of like, too out there. I would say it would be just too, I don't know if they would go for that. If it turns out that it is, then the only clue that we have is her looks, and I don't think it's exactly right. No other clues were there. Nothing was said. So if it's just based on the looks, I'm not a fan of that. That was done sloppy, if that's the case.
I mean, there's other Polish people on YouTube. I can't say they're related to you, Elmar.
Right. Exactly. Just because somebody would have my accent or my features, like, all right.
I can't go with that. All right, thank you for the super chat. Sound Studio ASMR. It says Angela might get a hold of Batista. So it said that there's supposed to be, we got another person from Australia. We got 4 people, Silver Foxes from Australia too.
And somebody from Hawaii, from everywhere.
Why? Everybody's there. Thank God you're here. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button and you subscribe to the channel. So let's go like this. So they said that someone's supposed to come back in this last episode from the previous, seasons in the show that's supposed to be help big in this in the ending. So a lot of
Mm-hmm.
people think that Batista. Now it seems that people have said that it's not supposed to be Batista.
Mm-hmm.
But would she get? I mean, I could see her doing it, but I just don't know if it's going to be that. If it's going to be someone to judge, I I'm going to go. Me personally, if I have to pick one person, I'm saying Hannah. If you had to pick one person, Alamar, you have Hannah who's still alive, who knows he's a killer. You have the other blonde hair chick. Now all of a sudden I can't think of her name, and I know it.
Lu-
Um,
it's what's her name?
I know a name, and I can't think of it right now
Mm.
because I'm here. You have
Yeah.
Lumen. You have
Lumen, yeah.
Lumen there,
Mm-hmm.
and then you have Masuka. You also
Mm-hmm.
have a Quinn that could come back. So
Yeah.
this saying someone who's not been seen, who would you think out of those people will come back? And you have they say
Yeah.
Matthews too, right?
So I'm thinking the the only person that was mentioned in a way besides the now Dexter's sister was dead would be Hannah, but Hannah is said to be dead.
Mhm,
If that turned out to be like a something that Harrison ran away, or he found out somehow about the letter, for example, like he found the letter by mistake, not a mistake, but he was going through something, he saw it somewhere, he looked through the her Hannah stuff, and he decided to just run. I mean, Hannah, I'm assuming she couldn't come back, or was she? I don't remember if she was away just because of Harrison, or she also was away because of her issues. But maybe Harrison decided to come back, and maybe she's not dead, or
mhm,
it only makes sense to me to mention whoever's gonna to allude to it. And the only person like that is Hannah. I mean, we did see Batista, but that was kind of a surprise.
mhm.
Like who else? I don't see.
And I would say
Yeah,
that Batista's only listed in one episode of
yeah,
IMDb. Not saying
exactly.
he couldn't be another one, but he still was there. Hannah name was already brought up. What up to Linda R? I see you, girl.
Hey,
You
Linda.
know, I she was already brought up. I don't believe anything Harrison says. He's a liar. Said she died of
Right.
cancer. And listen, Dexter put her on the table, right?
Hmm.
Dexter was going to kill her. He strapped her down, he laid her out there, and he wrapped her up. He was about to kill her ass. And then instead of killing her, he cuts her loose and starts making out with her, right? So, I'm saying she
Yeah.
may hold a grudge for that shit.
Mm.
She may hold the grudge. It's a good chance that they're in cahoots, her and Harrison, to get him to admit that he's the Bay Harbor butcher on tape or on videotape, so that they can get this guy bagged up. I could see that happening all day. Harrison, if it's gonna go down with Harrison, he's got a,
Hmm.
a, a thing to, he's got a grudge to hold to Dexter because Dexter's mom is dead because of him.
Hmm.
And that would be good enough. And Hannah, listen, the bottom line is, if you put me on the table and threaten to kill me, I don't care how much you kiss me after, I ain't gonna forget that shit. I mean,
Oh yeah.
I don't forget if you eat the last Pop Tart, all right, and leave me with none, let alone put me on the table. You know what I mean? And about to kill me. So Hannah may be, she may do something on it. You know what I mean? So
Hmm.
I'm gonna go Hannah on this one. I think it's gonna be it. Someone says, "Hi, I'm from the United States." Me too, buddy.
Right. And then I'll be right back. I apologize. I
Yep.
forgot to plug this in. I'm listening. I'll just be off camera for a second.
No problem. I will solo myself. People don't want to see that, but you got it. I know you don't want to see me solo style, but god damn it, you got it right now until she gets back. Thanks for everyone being here. We are over 240 strong in here. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button and everything like that. You know what I mean? Let's go through it. So we got a super chat here. Let's take it right now. While on my guard from my man Ryan. Thank you so much. Molly's arms are behind her back in that case. If you go back and watch, all the other women have their arms in front of them. She's alive. All right, listen, let's go through it. That would be crazy. Her arms are behind her back, and it seems that she is the only one with her arms behind her back. You're 100% correct on that. Now, is she alive because of it? That would be some shit. Now, if she's alive, let's see how we could make her alive. If it can go down like that. Now, for right here, we got. I'll read it to you again. And Lamar says Molly's arms are behind her back in the case. If you go back and watch, all the other woman's arms are in front of them. She's alive. That's true. All of them are, except for her. It's a stretch to say she's. I would love her to be alive, but I did notice that she's the only one with arms behind her back. That's correct.
I think if that's the case, I think it must be because she's the only one who might have been held captive a different way. She would not just go to the cabin. She would have to be held down somehow. Maybe her wrists are messed up and he couldn't fix it.
And he was working on someone on that table, right? We've seen him working on the table when he got the phone call from the backwoods joker, right? The Outback joker. Well, you're not Outback, y'all cats from y'all don't talk, not y'all Australian people. We ain't talking about y'all Outback. We talking about Outback up here. I ain't trying to pin him on you or anything. But I'm saying this backwoods joker, we seen him when he called him that he was working on the body at that time. I would have to think that was Molly right then. I don't know if it's significant that her hands are behind her back, but it is no doubt that her hands are the ones that were behind her back. You know what I mean? So I'm not sure if we could say that. I think again that I don't know if it's does it work if she's not dead? I don't know if it does. So we got a couple of super chats. Let's see if we can take them real quick before we go into these next ones right now. We got two that came before we go into more questions. I appreciate it. We got 3. All right, let's
Thank you for the super chats.
We do. We truly appreciate it. All right, I think I got to this one. All right, this one right here from Rickolution says it will be Hannah. And she will be the reason Dexter ends up in prison, just like Dexter put her there in the previous seasons. I believe this is Hannah and Harrison's plan. I agree with that. I think that if Dexter's going to jail, this is how he's going to go to jail. That Harrison was sent out there by Hannah to get him to admit to shit that they didn't have enough proof to give him on. So you get Harrison out there and say, listen, it would be like she's talking to him. She's like, listen, go out there, befriend him, make it look like you want a relationship with him, make it look like you're crazy, that you're a killer, and you're just like him, and he'll admit everything, and boom, we got him. 100%. I could see that happening. And I think if he goes to prison, that would be the only way I could see him going to prison. What about you, Elamar? How do you feel about that? Set up by Hannah and Harrison the whole time.
If Hannah, if she actually did that to Harrison, that she's messing him up really bad. I mean, he is his father. I mean, Dexter is his father. To put Dexter's own son against him, to kind of coerce him to do that messes the kid up. And if he's that messed up, then it's a different kind of serial killer that we're gonna have, like a new blood. It's gonna be kind of a different blood. Dexter had his code and reasons, and Harrison will have his, but with I guess a different background that I would not be a fan. I would not prefer this at all. I mean, this would make him more evil than Dexter is, with his count in hundreds. This would make Harrison even more evil because he did all that, and knowingly he did that. Hannah, on top of that, if that's the case, not a great person. Obviously, she's not good.
No, she was killing people.
Yeah, exactly.
She's already killing people.
Right.
Thank you for that super chat. Let's go right here. Quentin, my man right here, our brother right here, saying Harrison is really Cody. I subscribe to that, yo. Check Harrison's age at the end of last season. So I think the only issue I would have with this, my man Q, is the age factor. I think Cody was much older than Harrison.
Yeah.
So I think that it would be, you would notice that age jump. You know what I mean? That's what I think. I think you would notice it. Like it's not like, because the last time we seen Harrison in a significant moment that I could, we've seen him that I remember, the funny moment was when he fell off that damn treadmill and bumped his whole chin up on the treadmill when he was just trying to use Aunt Deb's treadmill. And that's what I remember him from. And Cody was much older than him. So it's not like he's like 2 or 3 years older. He's much older than him. So I just think that it would change. Again, it has to be his own son. If it's not his son, it doesn't have as much gravitas.
Yeah.
If his son is the one that's going to get him caught, that means something. Cody, listen, I can make a case for Cody with you. Listen, Cody wants revenge for his father, that Dexter. He wants revenge for his mother.
Yeah.
Dexter ruined his family, right? There's no doubt about it. So he definitely has, you can make a case for it. But to me, I don't know about it. I have to say he's Harrison. What do you think, Alamar?
Like I said before, if it's anybody else, an actual son of Dexter's, then it kind of loses a lot of things for me. Yes, Dexter would be disappointed if he actually found out that, oh, I'm not your son, kind of thing. Like, oh, dang, I thought I had a son, and oh, shoot, you're doing that to me. But if it actually is Dexter, and which I want, if it is Dexter's son, then that is it has more impact on us as an audience, because we would feel hopefully the pain that Dexter feels. Not only this is happening to him, but his own son is doing it to him. If it was somebody else, it would suck that it's being, that it's happening, but it's not as much of an impact that it's somebody, not his son, not his blood. I mean, Cody, yeah, he treated him like him and Esther as they're his kids, but it's maybe a little bit different, born in blood, kind of that kind of bond that he thought he had with Harrison. And if it's not Harrison, a lot of it is gone.
Okay. Tony M said, did Kurt kill the Spanish teacher? Yes, the Spanish teacher is the bartender who was inside of one of the capsules. So yes, he did kill her. Thank you for the super chat, my man. Greg Romeo says, what if Harrison could be some 21 Jump Street cop? All right, so I've seen these 21 Jump Street cops, Johnny Depp and them back in the day. They look young to be in high school, and we've seen it, that they went back in high school and they did some situation, went there. This kid looks way too young to be a cop. Yeah, I can't see that. I mean, it's just the age. He just doesn't look close. I mean, if this kid turns out that he's 45, like he would have to be that little baby from from the Bugs Bunny cartoon or something in there. That's the only way he could do it. I can't see him that he's that. Number two, Harrison is always, you see when his foot touched the blood, he had the flashback of his mom in the tub. He's having all these flashbacks of showing us this is his inner thoughts. It would have to be Harrison. Exactly. It can't just not be Harrison to have those inner thoughts.
And it's so nice that we see those flashbacks too. I don't remember if we saw any other real flashbacks. I don't remember if we did actually see them with anybody else besides Kurt, who actually showed us the wrong kind of flashback where it was, he was talking about his father, but when we saw it happening, it was him. So we don't get a lot of those. And to see them from Harrison, this is the way he sees it. He's affected by the blood.
Y'all is crazy right here. First, we got y'all is crazy. Let me say we got over 350 people here. Thank you so much for being here. But y'all getting crazy now. Now we go. We got Dokes is not dead. Now Dokes is dead.
Oh, he's well done.
Dokes is done.
Well done.
He's done. I think they found his body and everything, Dokes. So
Dokes was very crispy looking. I just rewatched it not long ago.
Yeah, Dokes is out of here. Third Eye Jedi, did Trinity die? Yes, Dexter killed Trinity. He took Trinity out. And he lied to Harrison, right? He lied to Harrison. He told Harrison that he killed Trinity because he killed his mother, when in actuality, he killed Trinity before he knew that he killed his mother. Right? So that's a lie. Maybe that means something. BK Trent, thank you for the super chat saying, no, Hannah coming back. Let's Angela figure this out and take him down on episode 10 or next season. So I would love to see another season. Love to see it. But we have to look at it for what it truly is. Now, you could say in this thing, it says the way it's worded is season finale, right? It's not worded series finale, right? It's not worded that way.
Yeah.
So you can use that if you want and say, hey, they got plans. Now that guy in my video I put out there, I had the guy who wrote the show. You know, he left after season 4. He's back to do this one. And he said straight up, he's like, they came back because they felt like they had the proper ending for the show. Now, he said, never say never about another episode. Never say never. So I would love to have it, but I have to look at it that when he came out of here, you know, when he came out, that he planned on ending it with this. This was just going to be the makeup thing. They were going to do one season and knock it out the park and have a good ending for the show, you know, and that was going to be it. Now, can he go and say, hey, I think that we're doing it's doing good money, and could Showtime throw a boatload of cash at him? If he shot two endings, then yes. But if he didn't, then, you know, I think this is quite possibly the way it's going to go down. He's going to have to die. Now, as for Angela figuring all this out, I just don't think it's enough time. She can draw conclusions and think that this is what it is. She can say, all right, I have a good feeling that Dexter is the Bay Harbor Butcher, but she has no physical evidence that connects Dexter to anything in the Bay Harbor Butcher. And if he's going to get caught, I think he has to be exposed as the Bay Harbor Butcher. I don't think he can just go to jail for killing Kurt for the rest of his life. I think he has to be exposed, and Dokes' name has to be cleared. So what do you think? Do you think that Angela will figure this out and take him down?
You know, Angela tried already with the, what was it, with Kurt, right? She tried arresting, well, she arrested him and tried doing, you know, things that she normally would do. But I'm thinking the only thing connecting Dexter is just like to the current crimes would be that the what was it, the little screw that she got as an envelope. But that can be anybody. It can be anybody, and connecting him to the other murders way back then in Miami, there's nothing. There is literally no evidence, no physical evidence. She may suspect it. She may know it in her heart that he did it. She may fully have that hunch, the gut feeling that he did it, that she's been sleeping with a serial killer, but there's nothing that she can pin on him currently.
You're 100% correct. And there's nothing he connects him to. I mean, she could have all the thoughts she wants. She could say, hey, it's a good chance he is. The ketamine matches up. And I know everyone wants the M99, but they took out the M99. It's done. They just changed it on the Google search. It says ketamine, right? So there's no M99 anymore. It's just the ketamine. That matches up. The puncture wounds in the neck match up. You know, everything matches up. That most likely this is the case, but you still have to have more than that. You have to have physical evidence. That's why I think him confessing to Harrison inside of that chamber where the bodies were being displayed, which is what's stupid of him, and killing Kurt in there, because you've seen Kurt had a camera like right when he walked down.
Yeah.
So you don't know where that's being streamed to. You don't know if it's up in the cloud. And you don't know if he has cameras or anything else or inside of that place too when he's chopping up his body, right? And they were very graphic in showing the sounds that it made when he cut the body. They usually never do that, but they did it this time. You know, thank you for
anybody.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was just saying thank you for the super chat. And my man Q saying, surprise me, MF. Listen, Q, I got you. 12-pack, not 6-pack. We're gonna go 12-pack. You want 12-pack of beer, or you want to go a bottle of Ciroc, or you want a bottle of Henny? Whatever floats your boat, baby. You want to make that? You can make that bet on that. I'm with you on that. You know what I mean? I'm with you, and I got you on that, brother. I'm about that life. So no problem with that. So now we are up to 430 people here rocking with us. Thank you
Nice.
so much. Truly appreciate it. We got another super chat here from Aaron. It says, hey, does anyone know the caliber of Harrison's rifle in chamber? It looks small, but I don't think it's a 20. I do not know the
I
exact one, but I would
know.
think that you would get someone, you know what I mean, who is not that big. I don't know. I would have to look at it again to see what it is, but I do not know exactly what it is.
It didn't have that much. Just from looking at it, it didn't have that much of an impact. I don't know. Usually bigger caliber,
Yeah, when he
more
hit that can,
force.
it was like a BB gun the way the can flew
Yeah,
over.
yeah, exactly. So it didn't. Yeah, just from looking at it. But who knows what they were shooting when they were actually shooting it?
Yeah,
They
and
might not have shot it with the weapon that he was actually holding.
people saying was the rifle destroyed in the fire? So people are saying that M99 was trademarked. Maybe that's why they can't use it. That makes sense why they had to change it. That would make a lot of sense if someone did that. All right. So was it right? I think the fire, the significance of the fire, me personally, I think, and Ella Mark can chime in as always. I think that it's the screw that Kurt sent him, because if that screw is there in the fire and they find that screw, it's not going to burn. We already know that, right? It's titanium. It
Yeah.
can't be burnt. They find that gives Angela some more proof that Dexter killed Kurt. And maybe that's what we see him being brought in for.
With that, again, I'm kind of thinking like I guess, I don't know, attorney for whoever I would have to defend. If they find that screw in Dexter's house, he could say, I got a letter. Like Angela got a letter. I just, that somebody did it. And the only thing that remains is that screw. Like if Angela's house burned down, we would not have any evidence that there was a letter saying, Dexter killed my son or whatever the letter said. We would just see the screw. So Dexter may claim like, I got the letter. It was very odd. Somebody gave me the envelope. This dude handed me the envelope, but it said whatever. It was empty. It was just a screw in there. So again, we know what it is. Angela may suspect, rightfully so, what it is. But that's not technically, jury may say, yeah, you can't prove why it was there. Angela has it. Dexter has it. So why is it different? Why is Dexter guilty where Angela is not?
Yeah. So again, someone's in the comments saying that Angela had both screws. No, she has a bunch of screws. She doesn't have the screw. That screw was given to Dexter. Kurt didn't take it from him at all. So unless you want to say, unless you want to say that Kurt ain't the one doing it, that it was set up, it was Harrison. Harrison's the one who got his hands on the screws. But how would Harrison have his hand on the screw? How would he do that? How would he have that? He wasn't there. He didn't know he was throwing the bodies inside of there. Kurt said he seen the ashes on him, and that's what made him check, and that's what made him grab up the screw, right? So I think the screw would be enough evidence to bring him in for questioning, like we've seen him, like the picture that we've seen, but not enough to hold him in the end. And I think that when you hear that sound, when you hear that voiceover that says you'll see the true face of evil, I think that's Dexter in custody saying, listen, go check Kurt's cabin underneath the ground if you want to see what really evil looks like. Go up there and see it. So that's the way I look at it, and that's what I think that's what it is. We got a super chat here from my man Black. He says, I think the podcast girl was actually filming when they showed up, then hid. There was no evidence Kurt was at the hotel. Brought the bartender for backup. So actually filming that whole night when they were up there, and when Kurt ran away, I think is what he's saying, right? When they were up there and Kurt ran away, you know what I mean? That's what it is.
But she was already dead, wasn't she? He was
I think
working
so.
on her
I
before
think
that.
she was. Now listen. Angela found her camera and she found her recorder. There could be something on there, but I don't know if she was up there. I think she was already dead, because you seen when Kurt was looking at her from the car. You know what I mean? And then she was gone right after that. By the time that the
Yep.
Joker went after, grabbed up Dexter, he
Dexter.
was already working on her body.
Yep.
So she was already taken out. So I think that it's a good possibility. I would love Molly. Listen, I would love Molly to be alive.
Yeah.
I would love Molly to be alive. I would. Listen, we have 450 people here rocking with us. Cheers to all y'all out here rocking with us. And more are still coming. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button. I can't really see exactly how much of them. We got another super chat here. It says Harrison Riffin's a CZ 457 precision chassis 22 LR. All right.
I did not pay attention to that part of it.
I appreciate that.
But whatever they fired, I'm not so sure that they would fire the actual weapon. I don't know if they would be that specific with actual, firearm being used.
So I see people in here talking about Chekhov's gun, right? So I'm sure that maybe a lot of people in here know what it means, but it means, if people don't know, that means that something, basically you could say, if there's a gun that is shown in the first part of an episode, that it has to come back some way before the end. If I looked at Chekhov's gun, what it would be in this situation, I think that is the cameras. Because the first, second episode after he kills this dude, he gets caught on camera. He wasn't aware that there were cameras in the wood. Now, they didn't have his picture because there were thermal imaging cameras and everything. So I think that would be it, that he gets caught on camera again, that Kurt could have had a camera down there when he was killing him. And he could be on camera down there killing Kurt and chopping his body up and be caught because of it.
And the way they showed it, Tony, I don't know if you noticed. I'm sure you did. And you mentioned the sound and all that stuff. Anybody who had anything, anybody who knows how it feels, or when the actual skin is being cut when they're awake, oh my lord, they did a good job. That gave me flashbacks to some unpleasant things. Yeah, they did a great job with that.
They did.
And then with the way they showed Dexter just cutting into, I think it was the arm or shoulder somewhere. He was so happy. It's like a kid in a candy store.
Exactly. You know what I mean? But I would say that Harrison wasn't. Like, in the beginning, when Harrison put it, when he's seen all the bodies, he was like, this guy deserves to die. And even before that, he said, you saved thousands of lives. This guy deserves to die. But when they got him there and he actually stabbed him and then started chopping him up, it seemed Harrison didn't want any part of that, especially when the blood hit his shoe. He backed the hell up and was like, I got to get some air.
Yeah. He wasn't fazed by the actual, Dexter, because it's not just, oh, somebody's doing it. You're hearing it. You're smelling it. It's the body. It's meat. It's blood. It smells. It's not, odorless. Blood does have a scent. Body parts do have a scent. When he was cutting into all kinds of body parts, I'm sure it was all kinds of things. And, the blood coming towards him, that was a flashback to what happened to him as a kid. So, a huge effect on him, and I'm surprised that he stayed for as long as he stayed, and that the gory part of cutting body parts, hand me that garbage bag. Sure, I mean, he didn't say, like, sure, Dad, here it is, plump. There goes the arm. But what got him was blood. So it wasn't the gore of, let's cut him up into nice pieces because they're easy. If they're bigger, 9 pieces. Thanks, Dexter. Very, like, he is very methodical. But what got Harrison was not the part, not the cutting, not the sewing through the bones, the blood, coming up, but the blood coming towards him as a kid. He remembers that.
So the 9 pieces is both legs, right? He cuts the legs in half. That's 4. Both arms, right? He cuts that off. That's 4. And then the head. and then he just
Yeah.
carries out the torso, right? I would think
So
that would
2,
be the way
4,
it would
5,
be.
6, 7, 8, 9. So the way I would say it's like arms from here from here down. That's one piece.
Oh, you
Legs.
think he keeps the whole arm?
Because if it's if it's 9 pieces, that's I remember him saying that. It's like a leg from knee down. That's
He's got,
two.
yeah, he's got to cut
Knee
each
up.
leg.
That's
He's got to
yeah.
cut the
So
knee
that's
off.
so 4 pieces
So
for
4
legs,
for the legs.
2 for the arms. That's
Yep.
what 6, right?
6.
7,
Yep, for the
8,
head
9. So torso and half.
and the torso in half.
That's how I see it. Sorry. And
That
if
works.
they're bigger, more pieces in the torso or maybe
I
extra
thought
pieces.
maybe he would do the arms in half too, but it
Right?
doesn't. Cut both. The arms at the elbows.
I mean, it's
Cut.
kind of weird, kind of bending it when you put it in the bag. Maybe cut it and put it in one bag. I don't know.
See, it was just so weird. I like, and the whole thing is, I said this, it was too much. Like they showed Dexter, like before when he would kill people, they never showed him like getting off on it.
Yeah.
Like this time, it looked like he really had an orgasm on himself when he
Yeah, he was
stabbed
like
him.
this grinning and and the music they did actually for before when he was taking care of that Joker guy, he was like the music was playing like Christmas unwrapping gift kind of thing. He's like, oh, at least his blood is frozen, less mess, and he goes at it. I'm like, oh my god, well he's right, less mess.
No, he was about it, like and
Yeah.
I think this is to show you that Dexter's an animal. He's not a good guy. And I think people may have confused him with a good guy, but he's not. I think that's why they showed him how sick he really is and stuff. Because, like I said, he's killing criminals, but if he wasn't killing criminals, he'd be killing regular people. He just likes to kill.
Yep.
He's not killing them because they're criminals. He just likes to kill.
Yeah.
All right. So Rick says the last episode kept emphasizing, and thank you for the super chat, the phrase "don't get caught." I believe Dexter and Harrison will kill everyone in their way while escaping. The new season will pick up with Dexter injured and dying. All right. So if Dexter was to get away, I don't know if he can kill everyone in his way. Me personally, I don't think that I don't think it's a good enough ending if he gets away. What about you? Would you be satisfied if him and Harrison somehow escape this whole situation?
So,
I would, and I'll say this before you start.
Yeah.
I would love to see Dexter train Harrison as a serial killer and the father. I would love it. I would love it.
Yeah.
But as it was billed as a limited series for one season, I just don't see them doing it that way. How do you feel?
Alrighty. So if with the ending, for example, if they had Dexter get away with it legally, I'm not talking about nobody finding out because Angela already knows stuff. So to make it like Dexter did live, and Harrison lived, and there was no proof, like for Kurt, right? They thought they had him. Angela thought she had him, right? But she didn't. He got away. Like the ending part of it, he was let go. So if Dexter again was another one who got away, Angela would be living in that, if she chose to stay, and if Dexter chose to stay, she would be living in that town knowing that there is potentially a murderer, serial killer living there, because she has evidence from what she knows, but something that the courts would not accept. Again, choice would be on her if she decides to stay, decides to go. But the only thing that kind of speaks for her on top of that is if he is being taken to that place to get his mugshot taken, because he was like standing against something, right? There was like a background, so they would have to have his proper name. The police at that point would run a background on him. He may be in more trouble than I would want him to be at that particular moment. I just don't know. Like him living, I would love to see a second season or continuation. But if they did it correctly, where he would be kind of just a voice for Harrison, I would be fine with that if done correctly. Whatever they do, I just want them to do it well.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think if the only way he survives, comes back, is if he's the voice in Harrison's head. I think that would be the only way when it's all said and done.
Mhm.
Tony M says, Dokes alive. And thank you for the super chat. Surprise, motherfuckers. Plausible? I don't think so, because we've seen his body. So that would be the only reason why I
Yeah,
can't
and
say
he
that.
was burnt
Yeah, he was
really
burnt up.
bad.
Black, my man says, I also guess the billionaire got rich stealing land
Mhm.
from the natives. I feel that ties him in. Maybe he said, all right, so let's talk about the billionaire so far. So I believe that the billionaire has to be involved. If he's not involved, then it's a waste
Mhm.
of a character.
Yeah.
I just don't think it's the way it would go, right? Because why did they even show this dude? You know what I mean? In the beginning, if
Mhm.
he's not going to do anything or factor in any way. I
Yep.
could see him being down with Kurt. That, Kurt did stress that he did this by himself before he died. He said that, it could
Mhm.
be maybe. I don't know how much of that girl's body is inside that box. I know
Mm.
the upper torso, it seems like it's up, but maybe the legs aren't there. Maybe that billionaire and them are eating these women. I'm serious.
Thanks.
It may sound crazy,
Oh
but
my.
maybe they're eating the liver and they're eating women, and he's paying Kurt for this money for the bodies. I don't know. I think the billionaire should be something. Now, again, people saying that he's supposed to be Angela's daughter. We have seen Angela. Angela knows
Mhm.
who her father is. That
Yes.
chick. So it's not that.
Mhm.
So that can go afterwards. He's not the father of this chick at all.
Mhm.
That's not the way it's going down. So it's got to be something else. You know what I mean? And so I think that's what it would be. I think he should have something else in it. What do you think about the billionaire?
So again, if he was just there to give couple lines about, oh, not everything is, what it seems, or black and white, or however he said it, that's a waste to me. Like they should know, they should have known better than just to put somebody to make them, appear like they're going to be more important. I would prefer if somebody was important, but they made him like a little kind of, just hiding in the background, and then ta-da, they're this big thing versus, oh my gosh, they're important, and then it turned out to be nothing. Again, always, if that's it for him, or maybe he has, I don't know if he has another appearance in somewhere else, or even a mention for, if he's mentioned, or if he's there and it's important, great. If that was all that he was involved in, then that's a waste for me.
Yeah,
That
he's
just
supposed to.
invested me into his character where I should not even have, paid attention to
Yeah, I
it.
think it's 3 episodes he's supposed to be in. I think he's only been in 2, so I think he does
Okay.
have an episode. I know Trinity has to come back in this episode. They
Mhm.
haven't showed him in there, so he's got 3 episodes. He was only in a couple, so he's got to come back too.
Okay.
Black has another super chat. Thank you so much. He said they never mentioned how Dexter healed. They never show his son hurt that kid. They never explained how he got to New York. They don't explain how they found Deb's body. I agree that there's a lot of things that they have
Mhm.
left open that they have not
Yeah.
shown. They've done it many times in this show. So I
Mhm.
don't know if they're going to explain those things, but I do agree. How Harrison would find him is suspect to me. That's why it's plausible to me that Harrison is set up. How
Mhm.
he would travel Harrison from from overseas all the way over here, and then find Dexter in this little town and be able to hitchhike with no money all the way up there. That seems
Right.
suspect to me. It seems like he's working with someone. He could have been working with Molly. I always thought that he could be working with a Hannah. Hannah seems very
Mhm.
plausible. That he could be working with, and so it is suspect. There definitely is a lot of suspect things. I agree with you on that.
Now, if he worked with Molly, that was mentioned before in previous streams that we had, and
Mhm.
I'm sure in the comments as well. Well, he didn't have a big enough of a reaction when he saw her. I mean, he was like,
Mhm.
"Wow," ooh, he did pause, or Dexter paused when they saw Molly. But if he was working for Molly or with Molly, I think he would have had a more of a reaction
Yep.
than the one that he did.
Yeah, I agree. I
Mhm.
agree that all he did was when he seen Molly, he
Mhm.
says this guy needs to die. Like
Right.
after he sees her body, he says that.
Yeah.
Now, that's the last body they show. There's a whole
Mhm.
thing the way they did it. You know what I mean? And she had to be the last body. 'Cause, as I said, that's the only one you're gonna actually care about is Molly.
Mhm.
And so, all right. So we have 472 people watching with us live. Thank you very much. Let's see. I don't think all of y'all are subscribed here that are on this that are watching right now. I'm gonna look right now my
Make
subscriber.
sure you are.
I'm gonna look at my subscriber count right now, and I can see exactly how many subscribers I have. I'm gonna wait until 60 minutes in. If all y'all people subscribe who aren't subscribed, we will do a trivia and give away something in
Nice.
10 minutes. No, 9 minutes. So all you gotta do right now is go and subscribe. It's not hard.
Mhm.
It's free.
Just a click.
That's all you gotta do is click subscribe. Go ahead and right now, and after that, we will give away something. I'm gonna check and see if my subscriber count goes up. All right. I could do a subscriber only chat. I could do that. I could change it and make it so only subscribers are allowed to text. I could do that. I don't want to have to do that. You know what I
Oh.
mean? I don't want to have to do that. All you gotta do is subscribe, and we don't have to go into that. But yes, I could do that, so only subscriber people can win.
Mm.
I could do that, but I don't want to have to do. I want to be nice. Hopefully, everyone just goes and subscribes real quick.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Then we don't have to worry about nothing like that. So, all right, you got 9 minutes to get it done. Thank you for the super chat, Tony Montana. And it says Dexter could just tell Angela he was copying the Bay Harbor Butcher's tactics on Kurtz with the needles. I don't know if that would fly. I don't know. So if he gets caught for Kurt, he's going to jail for the rest of his life, regardless, right? So
Mm.
I don't know if that's a good enough
Well, Kurt is
excuse.
burning, right? Kurt is burned. Kurt's body is
Kurt's
burned.
gone.
The
So there's
only the only body or two bodies that we have is the one of the drug dealer, and
yep,
then the other drug dealer. I don't know what they're the one who was distributing them, and then the one
yep,
who was providing them.
yep.
But technically, it could be said, well, they're dealing with drugs. Who knows how they, decide to take them themselves? Nobody. There's no fingerprints. There's no way of putting Dexter, unless there's something that we don't know about, the camera somewhere that we saw that. It's all, what is it called? Like there's a term for it where it's evidence, but it's evidence that can be dismissed in court
Mhm.
because if somebody's using drugs, they may say, okay, this is taken, that is taken, I'm just going to take it here.
Yeah,
Nobody's, yeah.
there's no way to
Mhm.
connect him to
Yeah.
Kurt unless Kurt he's on tape doing it.
Yeah.
Or or he's on or some type of voice recorder doing the job and admitting it. If not, they're gonna think that Kurt is gone. He ransacked his own apartment. He grabbed up all of his money out of his safe. The safe's wide open.
Mhm.
Kurt's gonna be gone, and that would just be it. So I don't think they can connect him to it unless they have a confession, and that's
Somebody.
why makes
Mhm.
me think that
Mhm.
if he's gonna go to jail, there's only three way it ends, right? He's got to go to jail,
Mhm.
he escapes and survives somehow, or he dies, right? So if he goes
Mhm.
and it doesn't go to jail. If he goes to jail, it has to be some type of confession, something that he
Yeah.
slipped up on and talked about in that room. That would be the only way he would go right now.
No, if they do the jail thing, or the prison in that case, they would have to go with a flash forward kind of thing. They did that in the last seasons of it, kind of like showing him somewhere else. And if he lives and is in prison, I would see it. Harrison is not, because what's the point in just having Dexter and Harrison in prison, or Dexter in prison and Harrison dead? It would have to be Harrison alive and free, and Dexter in prison, and then for whatever reason, whatever they're doing over there. But it would have to be a flash forward. I would. There's not much communication that can come from Dexter being in prison. It
Yeah.
would make sense to me that Harrison would have Dexter in his mind, that
Mhm.
Dexter would be dead and talking to if there was another season. Um, Dexter, so-called rotting in prison. I don't see that happening. He would finally get some sleep, like he said in the previous series, that he just wanted to get some sleep, but I don't see him being happy at all with that. He would have choices. He would just either off himself. But to me, it would make more sense if Dexter died and was just kind of like the dark passenger for Harrison.
That would be the only way it works for me too. And I know people don't want to see that in the comments.
Yeah.
You see people, but the bottom line is, they did it. You would watch it. If they come out and they do it, you're gonna at least watch the first episode. There's no doubt about it. Aaron says, "What if Kurt's reaction saying, 'Yeah, it was all me,' is actually a hint that to another season where Dexter and Harrison take out whoever else is involved?" As we talked about a little bit ago, I think it could have been him saying it was me all along. It's not there's no reason for him to say that unless maybe there's someone else. And if it was someone else, I think it would have to be the billionaire. I just don't. I would love to see the serial killer dynamic duo of Dexter and his son, and him teaching him the code. But I just don't know if they're going to go that route with it. If it's going to be anything, it'll be Harrison taking out the billionaire by himself.
Yeah.
It'd be him. But how many damn serial killers are in this goddamn small ass town?
It's just scary, right? 3, 4 at that point. If that would be a billionaire, it's
all hanging out in this one little ass town,
gravitating like everybody from Miami, right? Yeah.
I don't think the billionaire's a red herring. I don't think.
And if he is, then again,
I've never had black. I never had to block people in the chat before, but I'm about. Listen, you have the right to do what you gotta do. If you're a moderator, I give you the power as a moderator for a reason. I can't see the comment section.
There's a responsibility with that too.
Yes. It's just not just given to you just to give it to you. I give it to you because I trust you to do what you got to do and do what's right.
No haters, obviously, and no spoilers. Actual spoilers, because we don't. I don't like spoilers. I just like to have predictions, not actually something that somebody saw for real.
Teresa says, thank you for the super chat. Says Harrison was speaking with Kurt, mentions that himself and Dexter both had rough beginnings, but he wasn't supposed to know that yet. Any thoughts on that? I mean, I don't know how he would know that Dexter would have rough beginnings.
In therapy, I forgot if Dexter mentioned that his mother died. I forgot about that. I mean, I forgot how much he revealed about himself, or was it just that he was adopted, or was there more? I forgot about. If anybody remembers,
did he tell him he was born in blood with him? He said that to him eventually.
But
I don't think he said it. Not when he talked to Kurt.
Yes, not then. Nothing like that. I think he might have mentioned that his mother. I'm just guessing right now. Faulty memory, probably. Who knows? That his mother was actually, I don't want to speak on that because I don't know if I remember it incorrectly or not. He said something in therapy, but I don't. Definitely, he did not say anything about him as well as Harrison being, born in blood at that time.
Yeah, I think that anything he knew was told to him in therapy. That would be why he would know these things. It would be there right now. We're at 491 people watching. Almost hit the 500 mark.
Nice.
Oh, nice 493. Maybe we'll let me see if the subscriber count changed. Let me see.
We're at 60 minutes in almost.
I'm gonna see. Yeah. It sure did.
Welcome, subscribers.
It sure did. Thank you. See, that wasn't hard. No. Was that so hard?
And it's fun here. You love it. I know you're loving it here already.
Was that so hard to do that? And for doing that, I'm going to give you a trivia question and a chance to win something.
Nice.
Should be LMR doing the trivia.
Tony, I'm not ready.
I know.
I just want to have fun. I don't want to do any work. I'm sorry.
I will do it. I will take care of it right now. I will do it. I will figure out a question for you. Let's see if we can find something for you.
I'm excited. Somebody's gonna win something. Get ready.
Someone's gonna win something. We'll have somebody win something. Someone's gonna win. So I gotta find a question. All these quizzes and stuff.
It's a fun test because on this test you actually win something. You don't get score. We get a prize. Fun stuff.
Oh, let me see what about that. I'm sorry, LMR entertain him.
Oh my gosh, what do I entertain with? Goodness, complete black right now. I guess the only thing that comes to mind right now is the way they're showing, which is so disappointing. I'm not disappointing. The way Angela is the relationship. I had to mention it. And Dexter is so kind of not. He's new to relationships. He doesn't have a lot of those, like we know. But I wonder what you all think, like the way Angela is reacting to him. She's like, he says all the I love yous over there. She's like, okay. And she's just kind of like letting it, not even mentioning it. I'm surprised that Dexter is not picking up on that Angela is actually onto him. That was very, very strange. She was so the way they showed her, especially in this episode, so many times that she had a chance to like, if you show disappointment that he did not come over for Christmas Eve. I'm assuming that was Christmas a day, but in the afternoon or evening. And she was like, "Oh, that's fine, that's okay." She is his girlfriend, and she is not saying anything back. She's not showing any emotion, and Dexter is completely missing everything. He's not expecting her to know stuff. So that was something that I was surprised. But again, in the clip that you showed, Tony, how Dexter's kind of slipping. He's not himself like he was before, sharp and
he's eating too many tuna sandwiches.
Right.
All right, here we go. We got the question. It's gonna be simple. This is how we're gonna play it. This is gonna be a real easy one.
Nice.
You know, when you see this name, which is my name, pop up, right? Then that only questions underneath that, answers underneath that will count. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Good luck. This is for a Dexter T-shirt or a Dexter card game. All you gotta do if you win is hit me up. You know what I mean? In Facebook on Teflon TV page. Here we go. Very simple. It's an easy one. So I expect someone to win this, and I expect you to win it really fast. Are you ready? Here we go.
And Tony, just make sure if there are names.
If it's a name, it must be spelled correctly.
Yep.
There's no exceptions. All right. It's got to go.
And we go by our chat, by the chat that we see. Not everybody else's chat is different. So we go by
We're going by the chat that we see on StreamYard app, not the chat there. So it could be different on yours, but I can only go through this. All right. Here we go. The question is this. In what season and episode number? So we're looking for numbers here. So what season and episode number do they find Dexter's bodies? So the first time that they find them, what season and episode number do they find Dexter's bodies, the first bodies that they find?
That's a tricky one. Not tricky, but it requires, I know what season, I just don't remember what episode.
We'll let them put those out there, and we will see.
Google quickly. I have multiple things open.
I will say the winner. I'll say that what it is. And Elamar, I know you don't want to do anything, but maybe you could look back and then call out the winner. We could do
Okay.
that. That could be that. All right. So I think I've seen someone say it, so I can say it exactly right now, giving everyone an ample chance to put their thing in there right now. All right. This is a very simple question, and someone should be able to get this. All right. So the answer is season 2, episode 2. Season 2, episode 2.
Well, the first person I see, and my goodness, I guess that was the first answer that I see given. Tony, now the way it is written, it says 2, 2. Would you take that answer? It's not separated by a space or anything.
It says 22.
Mm-hmm. Because it's 2 and 2.
Let me see this. Let me see. I don't know if I can accept 22. Oh, I don't know if we could do it. It says 22. It's 22. That's I understand you know the code word, but the fact that it says 22, I don't know if we could accept 22.
And then there's a season 2, episode 2. There's a person after that.
If it said S2E2, I'll take that. But 22 together, if there's a space in between, I would take that. But 22 together, I don't know if we could do a 22 because it says 22. That's just not.
Tony, it is the question that you asked, so you're the judge.
All right. So who is the person that put season 2, episode 2?
That is Kevin Keck. Keck. That's the first person that I see who has that.
Kevin Keck, season 2, episode 2. Correct. You were correct on that, and congratulations.
Congratulations.
On that. Congratulations on that. 100%. Nice. And I will say, contact me, Teflon TV. And you will get I'm if people like give it to you. I can't give it to him. Can't give it to him. 2022 is not the answer. There's no space in it. It's just 22. That's not the answer. 22 is not the answer. I understand what I mean. I wish I could say it, but I can't. But season 2 episode, we'll give away something else. I promise. It's not the last one. Congratulations, Kevin Keck. Hit me up again. Teflon TV on the thing. Aaron got robbed. He did not get robbed. 22 is not the winner. How is 22 the winner? It's 22. I'm sorry, I can't do anything. 22 is not it. It's not the episode. It's not to say it's 22. You got to put a space in there at least. If you put a space in there, I would have gave it to you. I would have gave it to you. There's no space. It's a straight 22. What the hell is 22? You can't put 88.
It's not my question, so I'm not gonna chime in. If it would be my question, whoever puts the question, that they're the judge.
That's it. So we'll move on. We'll give away something. He has another chance to win. I'm sorry. See, this is why it makes me not want to do giveaways like this, because people always want to have some controversy.
The disclaimers would be like running for about 2 minutes before we do the question.
It's not controversial. It's 20. I'm not giving anything for a wrong answer. All I can give you is another chance to win. It wouldn't be fair. And I'm trying to be as fair as I possibly can. I got nothing but love for all y'all out here, but I gotta be fair. You know what I mean? I gotta be fair on it, and that's just what it is. Man. I just can't do it. All right, let's continue on and everything else. We'll give another trivia question, and we'll stop Kayla Smart. Everybody putting 22s in there now.
Oh my goodness.
All right, listen, you bastards. I'm a nice guy like this. Justice for 22. Oh, 20. It's not 22. It's not 22. It's not, now all these people stand with 22. Stand with 22. Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry, now, Tony.
You see where I get? I'm not giving away nothing anymore, man. Done. I'm done with the controversy.
Every time I think that I'm gonna do disclaimers, I'm like, oh, what can I cover to make sure to cover everything? Okay, spelling,
Free 22. 22, rip 22. Everybody wants to say, all right, this is what we do for 20 fucking 2. 22 does not mean season 2, episode 2. I don't know how y'all
22 Jump Street.
I would how you go. There's not a space in between it, man. It does a space. I would do something. You know what I mean? There's nothing I could really do on that and everything else. There's nothing I could do. I'll think about it. Let me think about it. I'll think about it. All right. So dealing with Dexter in this whole thing, 22 lives matter. 22 lives matter. 22 damn Jump Street. Is 22 a subscriber?
Oh, that's another thing. Are you a subscriber, sir or ma'am? I'm not sure who that was. I didn't check any avatar.
I'll check him. I'll check him. Make sure he's a subscribed before I give it to him. If you're not a subscriber, you're not gonna win. So you can contact me if you're not a subscriber, and I check it, and you're not there. Then just not gonna send you nothing. All right. So thank you for the super chat. I truly appreciate it. We got another one here right now. It says Shutter Island like ending. Characters' appearance names resembles past characters. It would break the internet. So that's another thing we have to factor in when we think about. You know what I mean? When we think about the what the ending's going to be, this guy said straight up that this is supposed to break the internet. This is supposed to be something that breaks the internet, and it has to be something. So he said you're not going to be able to think of it. You're not going to. It's going to be unexpected. You're not going to be able to think about it, and that's just what it is. You know what I mean? So how is it right now? What we've seen so far, what would break the internet?
I would be shocked, and at this point, I don't care if it's good or bad. Well, I'm not saying disappointed. I'm saying shocked. If Angela, all of a sudden, being such a by the book person and all that, says, yeah, I know, because we don't see what's in her mind. We just see her emotions kind of like in her face, but we don't know what she actually thinks about it like fully. What if she sees this potential killer, as somebody who does the vigilante stuff on those who got away, and who got away? Kurt. So I would be shocked if she actually was like, great, thank you, do more stuff like that. And he lives. I'd be like, whoa, so where are we going with this? Like, that would be a huge thing for me. Like, that would be like, what's going on? Like, what? No punishment for Dexter? Angela is all of a sudden like turning completely 180. What's going on?
Yeah, I think that would be the only way that he could get away with it, would be somehow Angela goes down there, she sees the bodies of all the girls, and then she knows Dexter somehow killed Kurt, and she goes, just get the fuck out of my town, take your son and get out of my town, and just lets him walk on it. To me, I don't know if that breaks the internet. So when breaking the internet, and I've looked it up, and I looked at things that actually broke the internet. So the number one things that come up for breaking the internet, number one is Glenn's death in The Walking Dead, if you remember that, when he got beat with the baseball bat.
I heard about it. I did not see it.
All right. Well, that was the number one that constantly came, but he got beat. Glenn's death broke the internet. Next after that was The Red Wedding, Game of Thrones. I know you've seen that. That broke the internet. And then the next one after that was the ending of Game of Thrones, Daenerys' death. Those are the top three things that broke the internet, right?
Yeah.
So when I look at those three things right there and everything else, I think the thing we have in common with them, you know what I mean, right off the bat, is that they all had deaths that were unexpected.
Yes, we definitely were shocked by all of that.
Yes. So I think if we're going to break the internet with something, that we're going to have a death that's unexpected.
Um,
I'm in a good mood today.
that's
I
good.
am. I am, because you're here with me, and I'm in a good mood. I got all these people. We're here right now. This is what I'm gonna do. Just for you. I know who you are. Who put the 22 out there? Contact me on Teflon TV, and I will send you thug mug just like me.
A thug.
All right.
That's a legendary thug
I will
mug.
send you. I don't send these to a lot of people. I don't.
Mm-mm.
But just because you've been in the comment section mad times, people have supported you. Did you get it right? No, you didn't. Well, a lot of people supported you. I'll give you a thug mug. All right. This because I got love. I got love. So contact me, man. Just hit me up and we'll take care of it. So that takes care of that whole situation. We're done with that. You get the thug mug, and you could be just like the Don, chilling with me, drinking out of the same drink, the clad. Fucking what is this mug,
a mug
that I fucking drink out of? All right.
Not a lot of people have those. That's very nice.
I'm a very nice guy. I'm a very nice guy. I'm a very nice guy. That's how I get there. I got love for y'all, man. I'm saying I'm not these other YouTubers. I'm here. If I get y'all show me love, I show you love back. And that's my word. I'll always, always pay it forward, as Kurt would say, right?
Oh my gosh. With the all the killing and all that. My goodness. Pay it forward. Oh.
So Aaron, just contact me at Teflon TV on Facebook. That's all you gotta do is contact me there. That's where it is. All right. He said we got a question here. It says, why didn't Angela open an official investigation on Dexter yet? Is she involved in the killings? I don't think she has enough proof. I think she's just listening to podcasters and getting scared. I think she's nervous, but the proof isn't there. There's no proof for her to open an official investigation right now on Dexter. I don't see it. What about you?
There's no evidence. The only evidence that she has is physical evidence. It's that screw that she got in mail, which if Dexter has it, she has it. And that's I wouldn't take it as evidence that would I wouldn't convict anybody based on that.
Yeah,
definitely not.
She's hearing footsteps in the dark. If y'all are familiar with that song, she's thinking he's cheating, but she ain't got no proof of the cheating, right? So that's what she's hearing, footsteps in the dark right now, and it seems to be all coming together. But she doesn't have any physical proof or anything.
That's kind of scary, or if not, that is scary, but scarier in a way, because you have all the evidence. You think you have all the evidence. You know what you know, and then that person goes free, and there's like Hurt went free, right? There's nothing she could have, in a way, she could have done. And with Dexter, I mean, what else? There's nothing else unless there's camera. Unless Molly has something, unless there are cameras catching something else in the woods, there's nothing physically linking Dexter. He's really good. Well, he's good at it. We'll see how good he was at covering his tracks, like for real, when they go into that place. Footprints were from snow, shoe, like marks of water. I don't know what the floor looks like in the container that he has. Again, if we have one episode left, so how much time is there to squeeze in investigation proof and cords and all that stuff, unless they do some crazy flash forward scenes.
I agree. We got a super chat here from Black, says, break the internet. Dexter died after being shot or is in jail. Dokes comes back burnt. Harrison is a pawn saving his mom from life in prison. Let's go through all of them. Dexter dies after being shot or dies in jail. I think Dexter dying but not dying in jail would break I don't even know if him dying. It would be the way he died. If more than him dying. If he has a heart attack before he gets caught, like all the cops come and he has a stroke, and he's laying on the floor, I don't think that's breaking the internet. I don't think that's it. So So Dokes coming back burnt. Yeah, that would that was not gonna happen.
You can bring that back.
Yeah, but if that would, yeah,
It was well done. He was well done.
yeah, he was
Well
done.
dead. I'm sorry.
He was crispy.
Rest in peace.
He
Yeah.
was done. He was crispy.
Scary.
Harrison is a pawn saving his mom from life in prison. Harrison being a pawn wouldn't break the internet, but it's the most likely of all three of those things happening. I think that would be the one that they would go with. I could see the setup a mile away. It smells like a setup to me. It truly does. We have another super chat here from Vicky. Thank you very much, Vicky. It says, "What do you think of Harrison seeing Dexter appear in episode 1 to be trying to shoot a deer with a rifle? Then later, Dexter tells him he doesn't hunt and his bad aim." So what do you think about that? What do you think about Harrison seeing Dexter appear in episode 1 and to be trying to shoot a deer? Did Harrison see him do that? I don't think so.
I don't know if he actually saw him. I think there was somebody. Wasn't there somebody in the woods? Again, when I'm watching these, I know Tony's gonna take a completely deep dive into it, so I'm just taking, I'm relaxing with watching the show and just completely geeking out to it. So I do pay attention, but I don't remember if he was being watched at that time, and I don't know if Dexter actually was. The way he used the rifle, I don't know if that rifle had a scope on it, if he was just kind of trying to get a better look at the deer, or he was there's that rush that you have where you kind of point your whatever weapon at the target you have. You don't have to pull the trigger, you don't have to do anything, but there's that rush. We have the life is in your hands, so you don't have to pull the trigger, but you still get the rush.
Yeah,
If you pull the trigger, you have a cleanup.
Yeah, I don't think he was ever going to shoot the deer. I don't think that was his case. It seemed like he loved the white deer. I don't think he was going to shoot the white deer. I mean, kill the man over it, right? So I don't think that would be it. As for basically what we're talking about here is the lies that come out of Dexter's mouth. As we talked about a little earlier, he lied to Harrison, said he killed Trinity for him for killing his mother. He's lying to him. But I think that what it really has to take from that is Dexter admitting stuff he didn't have to admit to. And why admit to that stuff? You know what I mean? In the spot where you admitted it to, in that bunker, I just think it's bugged. I just don't see why he would say that there. Especially, when you have Deb inside of him telling the whole time, don't say anything. Keep your mouth shut. And keep your mouth shut. Stop talking. But yet he still had no choice but to do it. He still spilled the beans. And I think him spilling the beans does mean something. You know what I mean? It does mean something.
Meaning when he talked to Harrison, right? That he wanted to, or what do you mean? Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that means more about that. And then we see Harrison having, able to shoot very well. Who taught him to shoot? Now, Harrison looks like he had some training. It does. I'm starting to think that this does look like some type of setup that Dexter was set up the whole time.
I mean, he does. Harrison knows where to hit to. I don't know if he actually meant to kill Ethan or just wound him to the point of Dexter not being able to do anything, or that nobody, anybody saving him. But Harrison knows a lot. Meaning, razor, where to cut, how to cut, not to kill right away, but to give somebody time, shoot. When I was shooting at the range, like it took me maybe half a session to to see what I was doing, especially with the gun, with the weapon that you have. Each one is different. When you purchase it, it comes with I'm going to do it comes with actual accuracy of it. There's a model of somebody actually shooting the weapon, at least the ones that I had, how accurate, which way you have to aim, so it gives you kind of like a go ahead where to. Each one is different, calculated or calibrated differently. So how would Harrison know after one shot exactly how to where to steer it to shoot properly, to actually shoot that bottle. If he did not have any training, he's good. But it takes skill to actually do what he did at the
It
first
does.
or second trial.
It does, without a shadow of doubt. Lights, camera, action says, do you think it was sus the way Harrison told Dexter so confidently he had it with the gun and then hit those 3 bottles? And we just talked about this. I felt like, that was a clue of some kind. And I think that it could come back, the gun. And that the fact that he's accurate with these guns somehow. As he shoot Dexter. We've seen Dexter already involved with rifles from the beginning of the show. You want to put Chekhov's gun from the beginning of the show. Dexter's dealt with rifles and everything else, and now he puts a rifle in his son's hand. Does Dexter get shot and wounded with this rifle or something like that? And that's what caused him to get caught. In the last pictures, maybe we could bring these pictures. Let me see. I'll bring up these pictures real quick, and then we'll talk about these next super shows. Let me go to IMDb.
So like you mentioned, it would be, and we see in the preview where Dexter is running. Again, we don't know what order they're in. He's running. He's at the station, probably getting his, mugshots taken or whatever they're doing with him over there. So who is he running from? Is he running from something? Is he running towards something? If it's Harrison, if it's somebody else, running after him. And again, why would they show us a picture of a rifle being given to Harrison? What would be the point of that? If they only showed it to us to say, oh, we're gonna, go out there and look at the blue moon or whatever they called it. Again, I guess they need to have like a segue to what's gonna happen next. But again, we as watchers who kind of pay attention to it more closely, we want to see that gun being used if it's given.
Yeah, if you have that there, that you have to at least say there's a reason why you put that out there. Like, why did you give him this gun in the second to last episode?
Yeah,
it has to come into play somehow. It was just we just gave it to you just so that you can save face, and so you can. I don't believe that that's the case and everything. I'm trying to. Where do we get to these episodes? I could find Unfair Game, Family Business, Sins of the Father. That's the name of it. And again, in the title, Sins of the Father. Someone's got to pay for these sins of this father. All right. Is this? All right. So we do have 16 photos here for this episode. We'll pull these up real quick so we can take a look at them. And there's a couple that I think are telling. So let's pull that up here. I'll come right back to you. All right, I'll take all these super chats in 1 second. Let's go through some of these pictures real quick. Let's go through this. Black says I think it's obvious that that the camera wasn't just Kurt. If you're talking about inside the bunker, I could see why you would say that. I could see that happening. That somehow, it's like I said, he wasn't aware of the camera, the technology. He wasn't aware of, and that's why he got bagged up. It had his image. It had his image, but you couldn't see him. So that could come back to bite him. Next super chat from Christina. Thank you so much. Ending prediction: Dexter with a new identity, hosting a true crime podcast about serial killers, just like poor Molly. Poor Molly.
Oh, Molly was so good at it. She was perfect.
I love Molly.
She was perfect at it.
I love Molly because she's from Lovecraft Country.
Now she's Mary effing dead.
Now she's Mary effing dead.
Yeah.
It should be here. All right,
let's go. Pretty dead, but
she does. All right, so we have the first shot. We could see. You could see the picture, right, Elma?
Yes.
All right, so the first shot is obvious that it's Dexter, and we could see this all happens in one day because you could look at the outfit that he's wearing. He's got this turtleneck on. Let's remember the black turtleneck. Obviously, he's inside of the police station at this particular time. Most likely, this is when I think he'll probably be questioned about. They'll find the screw in his house, and this will be the proof that bring him in for questioning for it. That's what I think. The next picture here it seems like he's being booked.
Mm.
Like he's getting
Yeah.
his picture taken and everything else. We've seen that actually happen with Kurt. Thing is that they're not showing the sides of it. So is it right now? Is this the time period now? It could be a time jump. I don't know.
Mm.
Something's going on here. Next picture is him with the gear on his face.
Mhm.
That's not too who cares about you? And we got Deb inside of the we have her inside of the interrogation room, it would seem like. And that's when she says, I trusted you. I think they show that wildest. Don't know if that's the exact scene, but I think that I trusted you thing dealing with her is her talking to Harrison. Because I think that could be a setup. Like, the whole time inside Deb didn't want
Mhm.
him to mess with Harrison. So if
Yeah.
he's being set up by Harrison, her saying, I trusted you to him would be, Dexter basically saying that to Harrison without him saying that to Harrison. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So I think that it could be a situation like that going on. We'll run through them, then I'll come back to y'all people in there.
Mm.
Inside here, what is this that we're looking at here? Dexter was with a hose.
It's a garage. Isn't it his shed where he was picking up tools?
It
I
seems
just
like it.
like the one that he was packing to dispose of Kurt, where he was like, packing. This is too much. No, this is not too much. He was so excited packing for his, disembodying somebody with his,
Yeah,
with his
and
son.
it's got like some plastic in it. I don't know
Yeah,
why
it's
would
like a
that be in this.
shed.
Yeah, why would that be in the last episode? I don't know. Maybe they don't have
Mm.
them all. Here again, we have so you can see how you could deal with the time periods all happening a day.
Mhm.
The sun is out on certain pictures, and then it's dark at certain pictures. So he's in the
Mhm.
woods here again with that same turtleneck here, and in another picture you could see with the turtleneck that he has blood on him. So
Mhm.
I don't know what that's from, and it looks like Harrison again does not looks like he's pleading to Harrison about something. Like it doesn't look like Harrison is just down with him in this picture.
Mhm.
Right here. Again, the damn turtleneck right here. Looks like he's in Angela's house because this looks like Angela's daughter, I would say.
Mhm.
All right.
Yeah, the hair.
Yeah, the hair and the
Mhm.
gray sweatshirt with the polka dots, whatever that red thing
Mhm.
is right there. It makes me think it's in Angela's house. Uh, Again, now we have them all down at the station.
Mhm.
So you have Angela's daughter, Angela,
Mhm.
Harrison, and Dexter, all of them at the station. Right behind them is the wanted posters and
Mhm.
everything. So I think he's just being brought in for Kurt, the stuff happening with Kurt. That's what I would think.
Mhm.
This picture of Logan. I know people in the comment section saying Logan is suspect. I don't know why y'all would think it. I don't see it. It could be. But you can't really draw too much. Does he have a napkin on his lap? So he's
I think
very.
by the way, you did have it covered with the part of it is covered with a comment from Christina,
All right,
so we can see the entire picture if you're seeing something else on the
let me
bottom there.
remove
Um,
that.
and it's a diner, right? There is a soda. Yeah, there we go. Thank you. Oh, so it may be a diner or something because there's food on the table.
There's
I
food on
don't.
the table.
Yeah.
Looks like he's got a little napkin on his lap.
Mhm.
Odd.
Mhm.
It's all right. So you would think if this is from this episode, it's Angela coming in to question
Mhm.
Dexter.
And the blinds are closed, so she wants to have a
Yep,
a
this is
one-on-one with him.
private conversation.
Mhm.
Me and you are gonna talk right now.
Yeah.
And then
Ooh,
it would
not so
seem they're
private.
in the same thing with Dexter sitting there. He
Yeah.
has the same turtleneck
Yeah.
sweater on right now that he had on from before.
Yeah.
And it looks like she doesn't, it looks like she needs backup with her, like she's
Yeah.
afraid to be alone with him.
So is that her walking out and he's sitting there, whoever is sitting behind the desk, unless she just left at that moment because
I think
somebody's
you're
going
right.
back through the door.
I think you're right. I think that she leaves and she has Logan stand with him while I leave. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Keep close eye on this dude.
Yeah.
I think you're right on that. That's what's going on there. Some more close-up shot on his face. I think this is after he told her to go check Kurt's place.
Mm.
And she's leaving to go check Kurt's bunker right now. because he has like a smug look on his face here.
Mhm.
You know, it's like, yeah, you're gonna see what real evil looks like when you get up there.
Yeah.
This is hard to see. It's Dexter, but it's a real that's real hard to see that
It
picture.
is, but yeah.
It's the back of his neck with a jacket on. I don't even know what this would be.
Maybe if they're I don't know if she would take him along. There are cars maybe in the background. I'm kind of like
Mhm.
trying to squint a little bit to make it blurry, even more blurry.
He has his
Like as if
jacket
they're
on. I don't know what
going.
his jacket comes from. It doesn't look like he has the same black turtleneck on. It looks like a gray
Mhm.
turtleneck in this shot right
Yeah.
here.
I wonder the posture that he had, is it like
Mhm.
he's walking kind of like hunched a little bit?
They're giving you the posture. That's the posture, like maybe his hands are cuffed behind him.
Yeah.
He's
Uh,
handcuffed, you
or
know.
he's going somewhere where he's not happy to go.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's prison. Uh,
Jeez.
and then
Mm.
we have this. It's a beautiful shot. This is. I
Oh
wish
yeah,
I took it
gorgeous.
myself. It's a gorgeous shot right there.
Yeah.
And then again,
What? Yeah.
we have him in the woods with
Mm.
the crime scene tape behind him. Harrison.
Hmm.
You can see it's been like ripped
Um,
down, that crime scene tape.
I didn't know that there were that many trees around where Kurt disappeared. I know there were a couple trees and not a shed, like a little pile of something where Kurt disappeared. Maybe this is kind of a like a shot from a different side. Um, so that would only make sense that it's kind of around the area, because the only thing that's left, the place where he was holding the girls or the young women, that has been completely cleared. The only thing
Mhm.
that's remaining is the bunker.
Yeah, he is. We
All
got
right.
Black is saying the black cop is in the billionaire's house eating. I don't know if he's in the billionaire's house eating. It looks like a diner, but it could be the billionaire's house. I would not tell you that it's not.
If that's the billionaire's house, I do question his choice of wallpaper. But again, that's me.
Yeah, it looks like
And the
he's
table doesn't look that great.
yeah. And Vicky says, "Oh, we all need to forget Ed. He was there to mess with our minds, and that he was the runaway killer. Check IMDb episodes 1, 2, and 3." I don't know if we need to forget about him. I don't know if that was his purpose
Mhm,
there. I don't know, and I don't know if that was the house that he was eating. Now,
mhm,
see if I could pull the picture up again
mhm.
real fast if I can. That looks like a diner. And why would he have it? Do people have napkins like that in their house like
There
this?
are.
Like
There
this is a
are.
big ass neck. This is like a blanket on his neck.
Um,
And when you look at
yeah.
as you said, the wallpaper. If he's in the billionaire's house, the billionaire does not have any taste for fashion,
At the
fashion
table,
or
I'm kind of
anything.
squinting going forward, but I don't like the table. I have a better table than that, and I've eaten in places that have better tables. So
Mm.
again, it's just me. And again, if you're at somebody's house, like if I have a company, they do not get a can of soda; they get a glass where I pour the soda in if they choose to have a soda. Again, that's just me. I don't give unless they're my friends and we're just hanging out. Then it's different. But
All right, people saying I didn't read that super chat, dude. I'm
mm.
trying my best to. You know what I mean? There's lots going on here. The comments go by really fast, so it's hard. I'll be right back, Elma. Hold it down. Be
Oh
right back.
goodness. Oh goodness.
You can do it.
I can do it. I can do it. I had a couple of things. What did I actually I took I don't know why. I told myself I will not take notes. I will not take notes, but if something in me like kicked in and I wanted to take a couple notes on this. I wanted to mention, I don't know how you feel about it. Again, I'm coming to this enjoying the series. Again, as a lover, not a hater of the show, although I see stuff, I just choose not to look at it too much. Do you all miss Dexter's brown shirt that he has in the original series? Here, I saw him like he had normally. I'm rewatching this stuff, right? So normally, I would see Dexter in that uh, a brown shirt with a couple buttons here. I love that. And here we saw him. I don't know if it's the weather or what, but he was in that weird jumper. Like I call it the jumper. It was like a more of a like mechanics would use, or somebody who would like service industry, they would have that whole the whole body jumper. He reminded me of who was it, Friday the 13th, Jason, in that jumper. So I truly miss that. I miss that. That was a thing uh where Dexter would go and he would put on that, even when he was just kind of going out there looking at his potential victims, he would have that. I truly, seeing Dexter this way, I truly miss that, and actually it made me go on Amazon to look for something like that just because I love it. That's kind of something. I was just talking about, see, clothes. You leave me alone and I talk about clothes. I was
Nothing
talking
wrong with
about,
that.
and I was talking about Dexter's brown shirt, how I miss it, versus the
Oh,
jumper that he had on.
the thermal shirt, the
Yeah,
thermal. He had the long johns on.
yeah. But anyway, that was, I guess, like I said, I was rewatching this stuff and I was like, oh, Dexter going on a hunt, having that brown shirt on. I love it. I looked for it on Amazon, couldn't find it. And then I see him in this episode in that dark blue jumper thing that he has.
Tara saying Batista killing Dexter. That would, I wouldn't predict that if that was to happen, if he came back and killed Dexter.
Well, he did kill his wife, didn't he? Batista, they were married. I keep forgetting about that they were married to, I forgot her name. Oh goodness,
LaGuerta.
LaGuerta. Yeah, so he did kill his wife.
He has the right to kill him.
Yeah,
I mean, he's not saying he doesn't have the right to kill him, but he have to prove that he killed LaGuerta. I just don't know if there's any evidence there and everything else. Dex is too smart to not have to leave the screw in box from the fire. Screw in box from fire. I just don't think he was thinking about it. He didn't expect his house to be burnt down. You know what I mean? So I don't think that it would factor in any way that, you know what I mean, that he had that.
With Dexter, what was he? That was with the Joker. Didn't he have that screw on him where he cut the ties or he did something? So he did have it on him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he would just, empty his pockets and leave it somewhere like that. Maybe he did.
Yeah.
Maybe, when he went for the night, they did the whole gift unwrapping thing and all that, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. So again, we'll go through a couple of things here because 2 hours we're gonna cut it off. Yeah. I know people got to work and everything else, and maybe we'll come back later this week if we can. If LMR is up to it, we can come back later and talk some more. Internet breaker: Harry Morgan faked his death and shows up in the finale. Well, it would be if that happened. I don't know if it's possible. I think Harry's been dead. I think they put that to rest, that he killed himself. I think all the people on the police force that he works for knows that he's dead. So that's why I don't think that could possibly happen. So Sunday I'll talk about, I don't know what time y'all watch the show. I watch the show like 12 o'clock. Like 12:01, like I'm there. You know what I mean?
Like at night.
Yeah, like 12. As soon as it drops, I'm there. Nice. Exen Go says, what if Harrison isn't really Dexter's son, but someone seeking revenge? Has Harrison ever mentioned Astor or Cody? He has not mentioned Astor or Cody. We have talked about that before. So I don't, we've gone through it again. I think it's Dexter's son. I think it has to be Dexter's son. I don't think that it works if it's not Dexter's son. That's just my opinion on it. Kevin right here, as his final prediction: Angela arrests Dexter. Harrison kills. All right, so Angela arrests Dexter. Harrison kills Angela. Dexter walks in on the monster he created and kills himself like Harry. I think that would be internet breaking. I think you could get that on that. I agree that would be internet breaking. And, it sounds good. Luna.
That's Luna. I'm sorry. She has something to say. My cat, my kitty.
she likes it too. I think that's a great one.
You get 2 meows from my cat.
2 meows from Luna. Tanu says, is that possible? Logan is another villain. And work with Curtin all the time. he's so close. I think that Logan could be, if he's working with the billionaire, that it could be a club that they're eating these women. If it's anything, they're gonna eat them. I'm telling you. If it's gonna be anything that there's else going on, they're eating these women. They're eating their flesh. They're eating their insides. This is what it is. If it's gonna be anything like that, I guarantee that's what it would be. Them eating.
He did say venison, right?
Yeah, because he did give him. He said you never had venison before, so Harrison wouldn't know what venison tastes like if he gave him some of them women to eat that. You know, it could be that. It could be that. I don't know if we ever, you know, if that was ever done like that. So it could be a situation where, you know, where that goes. But all right. So what I was saying was I watched it at like 12 o'clock. If y'all want, I don't know if Elmar will be up, but I will be up and we could watch it together. I'll do a watch along with y'all. I'll set a stream up and we could do the watch along and I'll watch it with y'all at 12:01 and do a live reaction with y'all at the same time if you want to do that.
You're going to see me in my PJs if I do that.
I don't think people will mind that, Elmar. I'll get people
Instead of sitting here, I'll be right there. No, but that sounds exciting. You know, we'll talk. We'll talk, Tony.
Yeah. So if enough people in the chat say yes, they'll be there willing to watch it, to stay up and watch it. I'll do that. I'll stay up and do it. Y'all people in the chat who are Game of Thrones fans know all that other stuff. Yeah. All right, let me see. This is an IMDb update. Let me see if we can find one on Batista's character. We'll see. We'll see.
The way I see him, if he would be shooting anybody, it would have to be. I mean, you know, how do you shoot? Like, why do you shoot somebody? Like, if you're in danger or if somebody's running away. I don't know what the laws are where they live. If you can shoot somebody who runs away from you as a police officer or only when you're attacked. I don't know what evidence they have. If somebody commits a crime, you don't just shoot them. You know, there's a reason to shoot them. You don't execute them because you saw them doing something bad.
Yeah. All right, we're about to blow this up right now.
What you got there?
Right. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you right now. All right, here we go. This is big. We'll put that in the chat. This is big. It says right here, David Zaz, Angela Batista, 2 episodes.
Oh, okay. They changed it or something. I don't remember that being.
He was 1 episode, and we seen him in that episode, and now they have him in 2 episodes. So if that's the case, then a good chance.
Oh, there we go.
I think that's a good chance right now that, you know what I mean, that he's in the final episode. Batista's coming back.
So if he were to do something, like if he were to shoot Dexter, he would, I mean, we would know that he's, you know, avenging, not even knowing it, probably his wife, or if they were divorced, I forgot. I'm rewatching. Give me a couple episodes left. But anyway, so if he would be doing that, would he know what he's doing? What do you think that he would know why? Let's say, do you see him coming in as action is happening or after?
It would be Angela contacting him, giving her all the evidence that he had, telling him that he's still alive, and then he's coming up there.
So there would be angels of death for him because Angela and Angel.
Listen, now I gotta start thinking that he could die at the hand of Batista. Now this is plausible. This is plausible. It makes sense for Angel to kill Dexter.
Oh my gosh.
It makes sense. I mean, if anyone has the right to kill, you know, would be the one to kill him.
Yeah.
After everything, it would be him.
Yes.
Because he got along with him. He liked him. The whole time he liked him. That was his boy. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, good looks to Elle. I think Elle was the one who put us up on this and everything else. So Batista might kill Dexter. I mean, put a video out. We had over 500 people here right now. Over 500 people. That's
Nice to
amazing.
see new faces and old. Oh well,
That's
I'm saying
amazing. I really
faces. I'm saying
appreciate that.
faces with avatars, new names, new old names. So nice to see everybody.
So if Angel is coming back, and it seems that he is, how does this play out? How does it play? So it's either one of two things, and I'm going to tell you, it's either one of two things. People like Batista dies. Now he ain't gonna die.
Oh,
This is what it's gonna be one of two things. It's gonna be he's here to arrest Dexter and take him back. He's gonna put him in custody. He's gonna grab him up and bring him back. He's gonna be the one to throw the cuffs on him and bring him back to Miami to stand trial as the Bay Harbor Butcher, or he's gonna kill Dexter.
I don't know how it is with the jurisdiction where he's at, or if I missed the point. If he actually was the one who, was he still from in Miami? I think he was, right? So I don't know if he could actually arrest Dexter unless they did
Well,
the horror.
he may be able to transport him back to them to face charges as the Bay Harbor Butcher. You know what I mean? But you know, sometimes they do it like they have like a show. Like sometimes, you know, like they get a big, you know, they arrest someone in the mafia.
Yeah.
You bring in the police officer who's not on the street, who's got the name, and he'll be the one to put the cuffs on him just for the show. You know, just for a show of it and stuff.
Oh,
it says right here, look, when I highlight it, what episodes he's in, Runaway and Sins of the Father. He's in the last episode.
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure everybody we're here because we're loving it, and I don't see haters in here. So either we're loving it or we are intrigued. And I for sure am so excited to see that. Well, I'm not excited that it's the last one. Probably, maybe, hopefully not, maybe. But I really wanted to have that show continue, meaning the last episode, this one, I wanted to see more, and it was just kind of like, no, I have to wait an entire week for the next one, and this is gonna be the last one for now, at least. Oh
no, this is all right. I think if we got the ending right now, I think we basically got Olsen is also in it too. You know, the billionaire. Yes, he's in it, but I think we may have the ending here right now that it's either going to be one or two things. It's either going to be Batista kills him. They're not bringing this guy back, not to bring him back, right? They're bringing him back. Like, let me look this. Let me see if I can highlight this. John Lithgow. Family business, skin her teeth. Arthur Mitchell. That was his 2 episodes, they're saying. And that's it. So he won't be in this last episode. All right. From what IMDb, we won't see him. Let me look at the damn billionaire. The hell's his name?
I forgot his name completely. I'm so bad with names.
Edward Olsen.
Okay.
And it says that Sins of the Father, last episode.
Okay. Well, then there.
So we have the people that are going to be in the last episode right here, but so we have the billionaire, and we have David Zaz. Look, this is the bottom line. See, the guy, they lied. They said that it wasn't going to be Batista, and they said it.
They changed it because you checked. You were checking before.
I did check.
And he was only shown for one.
All it was one episode.
And Tony, CC called you a CSI Teflon. No, I'm not sure what she phrased it. The chat flies by so quickly. She's right. You are like CSI.
You gotta pull this stuff up. We're here to break this down. We're here to get this shit. All right. We're gonna figure this shit out. Because this motherfucker who wrote the show said no one's gonna be able to figure this out. I don't.
Tricking us.
No. We here to get this shit, man. We're gonna show you how we do. All right. So let's go through it when it's all said and done. When we look at it right now, you know what I mean? I think that if they bring him back, they're only bringing him back he's not getting killed by Dexter or anything else. He's there to arrest Dexter or kill Dexter. That's it. There's no other reason for him to come back.
If he dies, I mean, at this point, I'll be like, Dexter, you need help. Like, you kill a wife, you kill a husband, you kill so many wives and husbands. Like, dude, he
killed Batista's. I think at that time, if If you look at Dokes, that was Batista's best friend at the time. He killed Batista's ex-wife.
Yeah.
He was Dexter's man.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, Zayas. I'm gonna pronounce it the way I want. I'm from New York. All right, don't mess with my accent, man. All right, he from New York too, so he understand. You know what I mean? So if it goes down, I can't see it him being brought back as anything else. You know what I mean? But that he's got to play a major role. They're saying, yeah, Trinity's in 2 episodes is what they're saying.
With the flashbacks that we saw, I don't remember if we saw 2 already.
Saying it's 2 episodes. I thought he'd be in the last episode. As people have pointed out, IMDb, you have to, it's something else. You know what I mean? Like, you can't fully trust it, but you can trust it a lot. If they're telling you, and thank you for the super chat here, CD. It says Batista comes back from an email from Angela, sees Harrison about to kill someone, and Batista kills Harrison. Dexter kills Batista. Batista kills, or Batista kills Dexter, and Harrison osts Batista because of it. It's a lot that you just said right there. It's a lot.
Do we know how long the episode will be?
I can check that. I can check that and see that.
I wonder. We are limited by time, and those of the watchers who know Game of Thrones, like we don't want them to. I don't want them to zoom through it. Definitely, I don't want them to. If they're gonna just kind of like fit in 3 episodes into this episode, great to have info, but I want it to flow. I don't want it to be like, point by point. Like there's so much. There's only this much we can take it for our brain to make it like a smooth transition versus, okay, this happened, that happened. I don't want it to be choppy. Good info, a lot of info is great, but only if it's delivered correctly.
There's a lot to break down here.
Yeah.
So I would say Batista comes back from Angela email. Yes, that's good. The rest is suspect. Harrison's about to kill someone, and Batista kills Harrison. I don't know. Dexter kills Batista. I can't see him, because from what we know about Dexter, right? From all we know about Dexter and everything we know, he didn't want to kill Dokes. Or he would have killed Dokes. He said, I can't do nothing to you because you're a good man, right? We'll pull that back up in a second. But he was saying, I can't do this to you. You're a good man. There's nothing I can do. You know what I mean?
So he was going to frame him, but not kill. I mean, he was not. It was, what's her name? I forgot her name.
Lila?
Lila. She was the one who did that.
Yeah, who killed him.
He set it up like that. He trapped him. That's one thing. Obviously, he has his part in it, a huge, if not major part, besides killing him. But he didn't, do that. He was still struggling with, okay, what am I going to do? So he had, he was the reason for the death, but not actual cause of it.
Yeah, so him killing Batista is a stretch for me. He wasn't willing to kill Dokes, so I don't know if he's going to be willing to get. What up, Muhammad, my brother from another mother? I don't know if he's ever going to be willing to kill Batista. So I don't know if Dexter will be able to do that. Could that get him caught in the end? This is a lot of interesting. I thought it was going to be Hannah, but now we're talking about Batista because they specifically said that it wouldn't be Batista.
Yeah, that's why I didn't even think about that.
They specifically said that it wasn't going to be him. It was going to be someone else that we didn't see already. These people are fucking liars. That's what I told you. I told you can't trust. You can't trust these people when they say these things. They lie. And I said that before, and I'm telling you, can't trust these people who run these shows. They just lie to throw you off. They specifically said it was going to be someone else. And what we're looking at right now, IMDb. Is it people are getting mad that I'm saying it wrong because I'm saying something different here? Yeah, y'all know what the goddamn I'm talking about. It says right here that this dude's coming back for this episode. Sons of the Father.
Wow. How many days left? Oh my God.
A couple. So we will do, maybe we have to do another live stream for it and everything else. Dexter makes Batista blueberry pancakes.
Well,
I don't know if that's it
mm.
is poetic justice when you look at it that Batista is the one to take him out in the end.
I mean, he's the one who actually who Dexter wronged, and that
Who the hell's Eric
well,
King?
he wronged a lot of people,
He
but
was saying check out Eric King's Twitter. Who the fuck is Eric King?
I'm not sure. I've never heard that name before. Yeah.
Let me see.
Um.
Who is this guy? I don't know who these people are. Oh, King Dokes. It's King Dokes. Oh, it's Dokes, the guy who played Dokes.
Okay. Oh, okay.
All
See,
right,
like I said, I don't know names.
Let's see what he says. Is there anything he says here? Oh, God be good. Here's to life. Here's to you. Here's to love. I support freedom. Like tailoring a suit just for me. Dokes brought to life. I had to deliver. Great for the writer, producers moment.
Tyler says 1 hour 4 minutes. I'm assuming you're talking about the runtime for that last episode, so 60 minutes plus extra minutes. I wonder how it compares in runtime. Again, I don't look into that. I don't look into those. I just kind of sit down and take whatever they're showing me. So, but I'm still wondering, like at this point, how it compares the last episode to time wise to other episodes. If it's more time or same time, if it's those extra 4 minutes that we get extra stuff at the end from them. Anything interesting on the Twitter?
I don't see anything. I mean, I see him saying a couple of things, but I don't see him saying anything spoilery.
Somebody's Dokes is coming back with John Cena.
Man, Dokes better not come back.
He's dead. I mean, he literally, I saw him some episodes ago when I was rewatching, and he definitely looked extra crispy to me.
I mean, I hear him say that, he says one thing, he says, writers were amazing, like putting exact right notes in the middle of my vocal range, like tailoring a suit just for me. Dokes brought to life. I had to deliver. Grateful to the writers, producers, and castmates. Iconic moments on December 21st, 2021. But I don't see anything after that says anything that would be, that make you think that he had. And then the 31st was his last tweet. It said, "May all your storms be weathered and all that good gets better. Here's to life. Here's to love. Here's to you."
So just I'm not sure what the whoever mentioned him here in the chat. Maybe they just wanted us to look at that because he has some good messages out there too.
Maybe I don't see where it would be, anything specific to Dokes that says anything that would help us in this thing going on here. All that we got super chats. We got to go through them. All right, so let me see. I think I may have missed one. Let me go back up.
And if we missed anybody,
I think it's from the same person. It's probably the same one. It says the line of cop cars in Miami Metro. There will be 2 separate scenes of cop cars rushing to the scenes. The line of cop cars is Miami Metro. Is it Miami Metro? I'm about to pull this thing up right now. I don't want to get. I would pull it up right now if I could, but I would have to look. Another one is from the same person. Thank you, Josh. Says the first platoon will be for Angela, and the second platoon arriving at Iron Lake will be Miami Metro. That's the twist.
Again, I don't know the jurisdiction and all that, and why they would be coming for him. If is there still, I don't see anything a connection, like a physical connection that they can tie Dexter to them. Oh goodness, the crimes that he did in Miami. But so that's the only way they would take him back over there. I just don't see how they can connect him to those crimes.
If Dexter's arrested, I don't see how that works to break the internet.
Yeah.
If he's arrested by Dokes and Dokes is alive, then yes. By Batista just being arrested doesn't break the internet. Cops coming all the way up from Miami. I don't never heard of that in my life. Like, I don't see cops coming from New Jersey to arrest people in New York. Like, they just extradite you. That's what the whole extradition thing is all about. You know what I mean? I don't think they would travel this regular cops all the way from these states. You know what I mean? I don't know how it would be that. People saying you're reading my super chats backwards. How am I doing that? Oh, maybe I'm reading. I'm just
in the
reading
wrong order. Maybe backwards isn't like
maybe
the different.
I was like, I'm not that skillful. Maybe I just read them the way they pop up on my screen, brother. I'm sorry about that if it's anything. We got another one here from Thom. Thank you so much. You must just put a comment. Something going on here. Oh, he said Dragon King. Oh my God, Rita must be alive too. Maybe.
Oh my God, great to be dead over there. You come back to life all the time. Do you think that if, let's say, like, but if I don't want Dexter to not be found by somebody, meaning found as in his crimes, his sins or his demons, his passenger. I want somebody to know about it, like Angela. And whatever happens to Dexter, if he's gonna be alive, I don't want it to be like, oh, and they lived happily ever after and nobody knew about his crimes. I want somebody, if he's about to not be caught and not be shot or whatever, if he's supposed to survive, I want somebody to know his crimes and have to live with it. With the darkness.
He would have to live with it. Like, he would have to get exposed, right?
But somebody knowing that, Dexter did something wrong, and then there's this serial killer living among us kind of thing. But then what if he dies and people think that he's still a good guy and Angela knows better? What if they come from, I don't know why they would come with cars. They would fly in probably to kind of see him being, like, okay, our friend died and we're here to pay respect. But they don't just drive with cars. Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. They would fly in if they were saying goodbye to him.
Yeah, they wouldn't drive. They gotta drive 2 days.
Like a caravan.
2 days to New York.
No, I'm not driving that far.
The president. I don't see that. The Trinity's son alive. Yes, the one son is alive. It's still alive. I think you missed my last super chat. Did I, Drew? I'm sorry. If you just put there's a lot. There's a lot of comments coming up here, bro. I'm not trying to miss it on purpose.
If we missed something, just let us know what we missed.
That's Josh.
There's a lot of scrolling back up. Sometimes we can't catch it.
It's
and I'm saying where Tony's doing all the scrolling. I'm sorry.
It is
I'm here for moral support.
It is we.
I don't have my mouse here or my trackball. I can't even scroll up right now properly on this.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I can't find it. Drew, if you just put the comment in there again, maybe I can take a look at it and see what it is. All right. This is we got another one from another. Dree, thank you for the super chat. I must have put a picture in there because I can't see what it says. But thank you for the super chat. Listen, there's a lot of crazy stuff now. Now I gotta think about this now. Not now. Now you got me thinking. There's a lot going on here.
Gonna stay up all night.
This damn thing of him coming back. I didn't think it was gonna be him because they told me it wasn't. I believed them. I shouldn't have.
And we believe that, right?
I know they're liars. You missed everything I've said, Jones. I don't know who you are, Jones. I don't know what you mean. You gotta understand. I mean, I don't know if people just understand. You missed everything I've said. I ain't trying to miss anything anyone says, but I'm saying there's over 500 people here, and the chat moves very fast. It's hard for me to do that and look at everything else. You know what I mean? And go to this channel and go to IMDb and check this out and do all that. It's hard for me to do it.
And like I said before, if you tried with a Q&A and before, like to put Q&A, it's easier for us to kind of see it. So if you could, like, next time, if you did it, apologies if we missed it.
Yeah, I'm not trying to do it purposely. It's not I'm ignoring you. Drew says, said Hannah's not dead. She's with the billionaire. I could also see Hannah not being dead. We talked about that a little bit again. by Hannah not being dead, and I agree. Now, is she with the billionaire? Maybe, I don't know. You know, she's about that rich life, so it could be a situation like that that's all set up that would bring the billionaire back into the fold. He's supposed to be in this episode. I think the billionaire number, if he's down with Kurt, it could be some eating of these bodies. That's what the venison could have been, you know, and everything else. So it could be a situation like that. Someone saying that Eldrick coming back in the last episode, he's already dead. Could be a flashback. Could it be his body of something going on like that? So if they show somebody's likeness in the video, they have to give them a credit. You know what I mean? So just like you've seen in the trailer where he does a flashback of killing those people, when she goes to anybody that you ever that you got into beef with, basically she's saying, and then you show the flashback of him killing those people have to be credited of being inside the episode, even if it's that quick of a flashback. So it's most likely a situation like that, and that's why he's in there and credited for it. That's the way it has to be, because they have to get the credit for it. When the character who played Chloe, Skylar, she was credited, and it was just her body being shown. She was credited for the episode just for her body being shown. You know what I mean? So that's where it goes and everything. So, all right, let's break north right now. It's over 2 hours. Take this last super chat. Thank you so much. Real script. I don't believe that that's the real script. And everything else, but you know, because Josh wants to put it out there and pay us to talk about it, we'll talk about it. You know, we don't like spoilers, but he claims the real script. I don't think so. Logan stumbles upon Angela's investigation files on Dexter while they are at Dexter's cabin, and Logan contacts Miami Metro. Could it be Logan that contacts Miami Metro? I think maybe it's him, but I would think that why wouldn't it be the chick who actually met Batista? And actually talked to him? He hit on her and he gave her his information there. Why wouldn't that be the one that goes down, if anything?
The only thing that I can say to that is that what if Logan sees Angela as being kind of too close to it, and he sees all this evidence and he sees her not doing anything about it? He may think that, okay, she definitely is keeping it too close to her. She's too involved, and maybe he needs to reach out. But going above, you know, the whole chain of custody, that's an issue too. That may come into play as well. Yeah.
I don't. All right. Well, listen, I'm gonna do. My birthday is Saturday. Right, January 8th is my birthday. Right, so it'd be hard for me to come back. You know, just to do a stream on Saturday. Maybe early I could do it, but I can do it for you. You know, a watch along party. We'll do the watch along party. I'll do that for you, no doubt about it. If you want to watch it, same time I'll put the stream up. Make sure you subscribe so you can put the stream up and everything else. I'll do that, and we can watch it together at 12:01 if you want to be a part of that. But before that, maybe a Friday night, I can get Elamar to come back and we can talk a little more Friday night. You know what I mean? About this, and we'll go through the Dokes. I'll drop another video tomorrow now about this Doke situation. I'll drop another video tomorrow, and I'll be back. We'll be back Friday night, and anything we didn't do tonight, we'll do on Friday night. All right, Elamar, thank you so much for rocking with us. I want to thank all the chat and everything. Pleasure. Everybody rocking with us. We have over 500 people here rocking with us. That's huge. I love you all. Thank you so much. Thank you. Hopefully you subscribe and everything else.
It's fun here. Definitely fun. You need to subscribe.
Yeah, exactly. We'll be back. We'll be back Friday latest. We'll be back. And then Saturday we'll do the watch along. All right. And then even after that, we'll do the wrap up one when the season's over. We'll do a wrap up and see whose theories came true and everything else and all that good stuff. Yeah. All right. And if you like the way we do this, please thumbs up this, spread this across the realm, and as always, subscribe. And until next time, you know who it is. Peace.
And stay sexy.